Hey friends, welcome with a new lesson. I'm really glad you joined us. And if this is your first time watching, welcome to the family. So today we are going to do something really useful. We're going to talk about money and money-related words. Yes, money. We all use it. We all need it. And today you are going to learn how to talk about it in English. We're going to go through some everyday situations, things that happen in real life. All you have to do is listen carefully. That's it. Just listen. You'll pick up new words, new sentences, and a natural way of speaking. So even listening alone is also a progress. You can also learn it like listen, pause, then repeat. Each time I finish a sentence, then speak that same sentence with yourself. This is honestly the fastest way to improve your speaking skills. All right, so let me tell you about my month. Every month, I receive my salary. It comes at the end of the month, and honestly, I'm always excited when it arrives. But here's the thing. The moment my salary comes in, it starts going out. And that's what we call monthly expenses. Monthly expenses are all the things I have to spend money on every single month without a choice. So let me walk you through them one by one. The very first thing I pay is my rent. Rent is the money I pay every month to live in my house. I don't own the house, I just pay to live there. And rent is not cheap. It's one of my biggest expenses every month. After rent, I pay for transport. Transport means how I move around. The bus, the train, maybe a taxi sometimes. Every time I take the bus to work, I'm spending money on transport. Then I have my bills. Bills are things like electricity, water, internet, and phone. These come every month, and I have to pay them. Now, here in my country, there's also something called social contributions. This is money that is taken from my salary automatically before I even receive it. It goes to the government, and it helps pay for things like health care and pensions for older people. It's like a responsibility we all share. And then, there are charges. Charges are small fees you pay for different services. For example, if my bank does something for me, like sending money to another person, sometimes they add a small charge for that service. It's not a lot, but it's something I have to think about. So when I sit down at the end of the month and look at everything, rent, transport, bills, social contributions, charges, I realize spending money is very easy. Saving money, that's the hard part. But I try, because saving money means keeping some of it for the future, for emergencies. That's what this month looks like for me. Full of expenses, but I manage, I plan, and I try to be smart about it. Okay, now let me take you with me to the shops. I love shopping. I know shopping can be dangerous when you are trying to save money. But sometimes you just have to go. So last weekend I went to the market. And before I left home, I had to think, do I have enough cash? Because a lot of small shops and markets only accept cash. They don't take cards. So you need to have it with you. I checked my wallet and I didn't have enough cash. So what did I do? I went to the ATM machine. The ATM machine is that machine on the wall, usually outside a bank or a shop, where you put in your card and take out cash. So I took out some money from the ATM machine, and then I went to the market. Now at the market, I found some things I needed and some things I definitely didn't need but wanted anyway. That always happens. I picked up a few things and went to pay. The total was a little less than what I gave the seller. So, they gave me back the difference. We call that change. When you pay more than the price, the seller gives you back the extra money. That's change money. I also went to a clothing shop. I needed some new clothes, and I found a nice jacket. But when I looked at the price tag, it was very expensive. Too expensive for me that day. I put it back. But then, just next to it, I found another jacket. Similar style, good quality, and the price, very cheap. I couldn't believe it. I bought it immediately. That's the magic of shopping, honestly. Sometimes the cheap option is just as good, or even better than the expensive one. You just have to look carefully. Now, on my way home, I also stopped by a bookshop. I like to buy books. Reading helps my English, and maybe it can help yours too. I found a small book, a beginner's English grammar book. So that was my shopping day. Some cash, an ATM machine, some change money, a cheap jacket, and an English grammar book. Let me tell you about something that happened a few weeks ago. I needed to do a few things at the bank. I went inside and I spoke to someone who works there. I needed to understand some of the charges on my account, small amounts that had been taken, and I wasn't sure why. They explained everything clearly. Some were service fees. Some were automatic social contributions connected to my account. It was a bit confusing at first, but once they explained it, everything made sense. Going to the bank and understanding your money is so important. Don't be afraid of it. Ask questions. It's your money. You should know exactly what is happening with it. Now, around that same time, I also decided to do something I had been thinking about for a while. I decided to sell something. I had some old clothes at home and some old books I had already read. So, I put them online on a secondhand selling app, and within 2 days, people started buying them. Someone bought my old jacket for a good price. Someone else bought 3 of my books. It felt great. So, that week taught me something important. Manage your money at the bank, be smart about what you buy and sell, and don't forget to give a little to charity when you can. Here, in the last part, I want to bring everything together for you. Let me just talk about money, the way I really think about it. My salary comes in every month. First, I pay all my monthly expenses. That means rent, transport, bills, social contributions, and any small charges that come up. These are not optional. They have to be paid. So I pay them first. Then I look at what's left. From what's left, I decide how much I'm going to spend money on everyday things, like shopping, food, maybe some new clothes or books. I'm careful. I always ask myself, is this expensive? Can I find something cheap that works just as well? Sometimes I pay with my card. Sometimes I use cash, especially in smaller shops. And when I need cash, I go to the ATM machine and take out what I need. Not more, just what I need. I know where every penny is going. A lot of people ignore their bank, and then they are surprised at the end of the month. Don't be that person. And sometimes there are things that are free of charge, a free event, a free book, a free service. I love those moments. I always take advantage of them. When I have old things I no longer need, clothes, books, furniture, I try to sell them. It's easy money, and it keeps my space clean. And every month, even if it's a little, I give to charity. And the most important habit of all, I save. Every month, a little bit, into my savings, for the future, for the unexpected, for my goals. Because money comes and goes, but good habits, those stay with you forever. And that's it. For today, you just practiced so many real English words, all in natural, everyday conversation. Don't try to memorize everything at once. Just listen again and again. Let the words become familiar. Let them feel natural, because that's how you learn a language. Thank you so much for watching. If this helped you, even a little bit, share it with a friend who's learning English, and I'll see you in the next video.